The Jeff Meacham Network's Multiverse of Media. For over 15 years, the recognized symbol of excellence and the standard bearer in coverage of sports and entertainment.
Hi, how's everybody doing? I don't know. I'm bored. I'm at the old studio. I'm at the old house, so I feel like I would just go live. No big grand opening. No talk wrestling. It's really not going to be talk wrestling. It's going to be me just kind of bullshitting for however long. Wow, that's blurry. Hi, there we go. Hi, that was really out of focus. Jesus Christ. Anyway, hi guys. It's good to see everybody. I've been kind of following along in the chat room with everybody. I didn't get a couple comments up there yet, so I will get those posted now. It's wonderful to be here on the last Thursday of 2022, and I can't believe that's a phrase that's being said out loud. It's pretty crazy. A lot of questions in the chat room, a lot of cool stuff being addressed. Let's see. I have not started watching those shows yet. Not a big binger, as JJ knows. I haven't watched Gotham yet. But that is a goal in 2023. We're going to talk about that on Open Mic Night this Saturday. I'm going to go ahead and get those graphics in and plugged at the end of the show. But I'm really, can you guys not hear me at all? Like at all, you can't hear me? Let me see why. Audio. Check one. Check. Let's try. Is this better? Is this better, worse, indifferent? It looks like it's better, so we'll try that. We'll try that and see how that works. And if it doesn't work, then we'll go back to the other one. Anyway, so I honestly don't know. There's no format. I don't have a run sheet or a whatever. I'm just gonna kind of say hi and go over the comments as they come in. I understand the Cowboys are playing. The Cowboys very much like the Kings. When I don't watch, they play better. So I'm going to go ahead and just drink my Jack and Coke out of my Mickey Mouse glass because that's what I have here and enjoy it. Enjoy getting the feedback. And if it's 10-0 Cowboys, I'm happy. If it's 10-0 Tennessee, I'm pissed off because Tennessee sucks. So, that is heavy duty. But anyway, there's a lot going on. Coming up in the next couple of days, actually, the next few days, I should say, because a couple is two. There's a lot of interesting things happening. Let me go ahead and get the graphics loaded. I'm sorry if the camera's shaky because I realized that I'm balancing the camera on the phone here, but I do want to make sure I keep eye contact with you guys while I load these things in. So we've had a plan for a while now to go live on Saturday on New Year's Eve and do the countdown to the year across the country. That's been a plan for months, I suppose. I mean, we can call it weeks, you can call it months, call it whatever you like, but that has been the plan for some time now, and it's looking like it's going to be a thing. We're going to go ahead and get that up here right now. So, as we've said for however long we've been planning this, we're going live at 11 o'clock on Saturday night, 11 o'clock Eastern, of course. That will be exactly 1 hour until the ball drops in New York and the East Coast and things of that nature. But we will also be continuing to be live throughout the night. So that is the plan for... we're going to go, as I said, live coast to coast. Yes, we'll be live to the entire world, obviously, but we're going to be counting down to midnight in the Eastern, Central, Mountain, and Pacific time zones. With any luck, I'll go to bed after that. If you guys heard my live this morning, it was not pretty. To be blunt about it, it was I hoarse, very, very hoarse. I've been hoarse since Christmas. This is, as I said this morning, and it sounds even better now. This is the best I've sounded in days. Where the hell did that? I apologize for the the awkwardness here. I'm trying to find something, and I don't know where I put it, which happens frequently enough that there. That's what I was looking for. Thank you very much. Okay. So as I said, we're going to go live at 11 o'clock. There is a format for that show, for the record. I'll go ahead and CJ, I'm sorry about your grandmother. It's happening a lot. I know we had a friend of the channel who I managed years ago, Jason Strife, a wrestler who went into hospice this year, recently actually, and it sucks. And I am sorry you're having to deal with that as well in your family, CJ. That's terrible. Ugh, just it's been an up and down year. I mean, right now everybody's sick as a dog right now. This shit's going around the country, and it's not COVID. It's just gunk, right? It's just that chest shit that settles in right about here, and you're just coughing shit up for days. Anyway, so Saturday, of course, is open mic night. This is the plan, at least as of now. We're going to be talking about the big headlines that have gone on throughout the year. And by the way, on that front, for the headlines, as far as the biggest stories of the year, I know No DQ has their year-end headline of the year poll. I am wholeheartedly endorsing that vote and basing the top 4 choices on the top 4 vote getters that are, at least as of when I started the poll. But there is where to go. You can go if you're watching on Twitter, my own Twitter page. You can scroll down a little bit and find the link and do the vote, do the thing. And damn, people are dying now. That sucks. C-String, I'm so sorry about your cousin. Oy, Lord. This is turning out more depressing than I planned it to. Anyway, God, I'm gonna get back on track here. I feel it's a no-brainer answer, right? But I know that a lot of people feel differently. So I figured, okay, we'll make that one of the talking points. Because there's 4 hours. You figure we're starting at 8 to 9, 9 to 10, 10 to 11 to 12. So we'll be talking about one of these headlines during the course of each hour that we're on the air Saturday night. And you guys watching at home will be choosing which ones we do in the order that we do them. So that'll be what it will be. That's part of the stream. But also we're going to be covering JJ is putting together a compilation of clips from the best of the episodes of the Dads, Not Always on Wrestling, in 2022. James is putting together, I'm sure, ridiculous clips, no doubt, of the hilarious highlights from Open Mic Night the last 12 months. It's going to be fun to do that. And it's good to be live. I'll tell you what, JJ, it's good to be. Let me get that comment up there. Good to be live. Thank you, Jay. I know that a lot of you saw the video this morning that I pre-recorded, and I was going to go live with that, but I didn't. I still really felt like absolute shit, so I didn't. I am now though, and I feel better. I still sound a little gravelly. I guess I'm in the final stages. I called yesterday my spittoon day because everything was coming up. And I needed a spittoon at all times. It was awful. I felt like a tobacco chewer, for real. But it's good to be live. And for Tyler, I have not had a chance to watch the episode of 83 Weeks or the bonus episode, whatever you want to call it, that they covered on Conrad's channel. But I will be going back to watch it. I am a subscriber. I just was not home last night to watch it live. I was out with friends trying to be social and be out in the world. Steph, good to see you. I did see your stuff earlier. I just didn't have a chance to acknowledge it, but I do see you there. As far as Alabama, I am not a college football guy as a rule, but they always win. So F them. Anyway, with all respect to Conrad Thompson. Anyway, and then the other corner on the graphic is we're going to be going back, and these are going to be my choice. I've told the team this already. I'm going to be going back and picking the different highlights from the year as far as when we covered the big cards, the WWE Premium Live events, the pay-per-views from AEW, Impact, NWA, and the Ric Flair's last match, Jim Crockett Promotions card. So that's all on Saturday. Just that is going to be coming up on Saturday night. Aaron announced earlier in the week, I think it was on the review last week, if I remember, because I wasn't, was I part of that? I was part of that show. God, it feels like forever ago, and it really wasn't. It was only a couple of days ago, a week ago now. But Aaron, we're moving the No DQ review to Sunday, starting on Sunday, January 1st. I'll be part of that show. I'm looking forward to that. Hello, Ken and Jerry. Good to see you. Happy New Year, sir. Always good to see Jerry. But yeah, that is what is taking place. Now, as far as I did say I was going to go over my list of goals for the year, but I decided, you know what, I'm going to do that now. And I will put this post up on Saturday anyway, as planned. But it's very cliche to have resolutions as the year transitions to another, right? But it's an equally common thing to have the majority of the resolutions go by the wayside between the end of the Royal Rumble and the start of WrestleMania. It's very much okay, I'll plan, I'll do. No, that's ridiculous. So with that in mind, I decided that with everything going positively in my life as it is, I've decided to set goals, not resolutions. Because I'm setting goals, and I'm also setting one, maybe two dream scenarios for each of these sections of the year. That's what I'm doing this year, because I'm determined to make things happen. That is the goal. JJ, you will notice I did take out Gotham, not out of because I'm not going to get it done. It's because I couldn't find a graphic I liked in this section, honestly. But when I talk about January or even the first quarter, Gotham, I want so bad to watch Gotham just so I can talk it over with you, Jay, and really go over it. It's awesome. So anyway, January goals for 2023. Let me find the right graphic. There it is. Okay. So my plan for January is successfully finish probation at Disneyland. That's the upper left. Basically, that means get through my time on probation as a cast member with what do you call it? With no infractions, no drama, no this, no that. Virtues Army, I did see your question. Just hang tight, dude. I ended up doing this, so there you go. Just it's okay, brother. It's okay. Anyway, so yeah, the goal is to get through probation at work, and on cast, and see what the future holds for me. Go back to the 3 a week on DDPY. I have very much slacked off on that. Not that I've not kept up with eating better, and getting the steps in at work has definitely helped keep the weight going down. But I feel that my flexibility and my core are just still so weak. I mean, I'm having trouble getting out of my chairs each day just because of the tailbone pain. So that'll be the DDPY. And hopefully, if JJ's and my schedules equally allow, I'd like to get the dad's episodes for this and next month pre-recorded by the end of January. Obviously, we want to get January's episodes for the end of January because it's January. But yeah, we got 4 really cool episodes coming up in January that I really want to get done. And in February as well before. And then the dream is to attend Dynamite and Rampage coming up a week from Wednesday, January 11th. It's at the Forum. And I was very, very pleased to see that AEW was bringing wrestling back to the Forum. I hadn't seen wrestling at the Forum in this year, so it had been 28 years since I'd seen wrestling at the Forum. So it was really cool to see. I want to see it again. Now that more people are involved. Yeah, everybody's doing better than the Ducks. It's a good day, but the Ducks beat Vegas, so that's okay too. Because screw those guys. Anyway, again, I saw everybody's question, but again, JJ makes a very good point, and things scroll up, and I'm trying to stick to a format. So I said I was going to bullshit, but it turned out I had stuff to talk about. So that's just for January. For first quarter, that means the end of March is the end game here. stabilize the schedule on this channel in the multiverse of media. I noticed it tends to waver more often than I like, and that's not anybody's fault but me. JJ is very much keeping keeping the pace in my absence because I'm at work so much. But I really like to get things back on track. I really like to get things steady and stable, and I want to be a contributor to that being a reality. Broadcast all the scheduled watch-alongs that we have set up, and that starts Wednesday morning, early as hell, with Wrestle Kingdom, and it looks like Noah is doing that solo. So God bless Noah Foster for willing to take that on. I know JJ's in here watching. If James is watching on demand later, I know James wasn't comfortable with calling the show. But if anybody, James or JJ or whoever, is willing to produce and help with the basic button functions and whatnot for Noah, I'd greatly appreciate that. But yeah, Wrestle Kingdom, Battle of the Belts, New Year's Evil, Hard to Kill, Vendetta from Prestige Wrestling, Royal Rumble, Vengeance Day, Nuff City NWA, Elimination Chamber, No Surrender, Revolution, Sacrifice, NXT Stand Deliver, and WrestleMania. Those are all scheduled watch-alongs. The other graphics on there, again, are Dynamite and Rampage tapings coming up on a week from Wednesday, and then the tapings in San Francisco. Those aren't necessarily going to be watch-alongs, but my goal is to be at those shows and provide live on-site coverage. That's the goal there. Get my Mickey Mouse watch fixed. I've had this watch now. It was a birthday gift from my pseudo sister, Teresa, who I've talked about on the show a lot. Been part of my extended family now for over 15 years, almost 20 years. And I really want to, sounds good, Jay. Thank you, sir. It was a gift bestowed upon me from her family line. I really want to get it back in working operation and wear it, on days I go in as a guest. That would be All right. I know I'm blurry. Hang on. All right. Audio is on internal. Speakers on speaker. Cameras on USB. Hi. Fuck. All right. Am I back? Can we hear? We good? Good Lord Almighty. All right. So, as I was saying, Aaron, apologies for the F word, but fuck Spectrum because this is the second outage today alone. So, if you use a Saturday, Spectrum, I swear to God, I'm going to go to your office. It's going to be a thing. It's going to be a thing. All right. So, if somebody can calmly, not everybody at once now, kids, tell me, did I finish talking about quarter one? Did I get to that point where I talked about attending the shows in Los Angeles? Because if I did, then I will move on. If I did not, I'll say it now. The goal was to finish, get my Mickey Mouse watch repaired. The dream is to attend the shows in San Francisco for AEW at the Cow Palace, which I've been talking about since I went to the Cow Palace a couple summers ago, and attend the WrestleMania week shows here in LA. Okay. The entirety of the year. Here we go. Hey, a transition. What a fucking concept. All right. Anyway, the first slide there is mostly a silhouette of somebody in it's a, what do you call it? A mannequin, for lack of a better term, of somebody in a entertainment host costume at Disneyland. That's my goal department, and that is what I want to do by the end of the year, to successfully audition and get into that department at work, because that's been a dream of mine since my friend joined that department almost 20 years ago. Get down to a healthy 200. And what I mean by healthy 200 is not, make myself, sick losing the weight, but I'm already under 300, which I was so happy about just a couple of months ago, just a short time ago. And it's, by the way, the show is called Talk Wrestling, for the people that are saying I'm talking too much. It's Talk Wrestling. Even though I'm not doing Talk Wrestling tonight, it's still talking, and it's a live, and it's impromptu. If you don't like it, you don't have to be here. Nobody's holding a gun to your head to be here. So yeah, I'm 5'7", Dustin, which is why I'm feeling that 200 is. I did the research. It's okay. Losing the weight at a pace that I would be able to lose it would be healthy and doable. And since we're going to be naughty and talk shit and not provide super chat, we're just going to go ahead and time me out and be a dick about it. Because I also decided this week, before I get back into the goals for the year, this last week in my personal life, I hit a point where I'm decided to stop being talked down to like a child and stop being treated like a child because of choices that I make that have nothing to do with the person making these claims and talking this way to me. So I'm not going to deal with that shit anymore. So if you have a problem with the content I put out there, please feel free to go away, because I'm going to be on my channel. I'm going to be on Aaron's channel, as long as Aaron and Virtue for the review, if I'm allowed to be. And I'm going to be on this JJ's channel and the other channels, because it's the Jeff Meacham Network Multiverse of Media. They've bestowed that upon me, and I'm going to be here. So nobody, like I said for over a year on my own channel, as far as I know, nobody's holding a gun to your head and forcing you to be here. And by the way, if somebody's forcing you to watch this, please find a way to call the police and get help. For real. Anyway. All right, back to the goals for the year. Thank you very much. That's not the right one. There it is. The bottom left slide is right. Yeah, accidental block. That sucked. Anyway, book at least one new sports entertainment interview per month, and that can be somebody in wrestling, somebody in sports, somebody in the world of entertainment. I just want to get back to interviewing. I miss that. I miss that very, very much. Because I enjoyed doing that for as long as we did it. It was so fun to do that, and I want to get back to it. Now, I honestly forgot to make the dream slide black and white because I just wasn't paying attention, but I also really want these to be a thing. I want to book a cabin on the 2024 Jericho Cruise. I'm not going this coming year. It's too close to WrestleMania, and if I do pull off WrestleMania, I don't want to have to try to pay for that plus the Jericho Cruise. That's just so damn much money. But I do feel bad about missing the cruise. I did want to meet Mickey James again. I wanted to get in contact with Nick Aldis and find out why he blocked me. I'm still so curious on that. But they're on the cruise this year, so we'll see. But I also want to be able to purchase a completely custom-made, authentic suit for my Santa Ambassador gigs because I do enjoy the suit that I've put together, but it's still very amateur looking. So anyway, that is the goal, the goals and the dreams for the year. Now, if I can go into the comments and see, let me see if Virtue's Army's question was okay. It won't appear because he's timed out. But when he does reappear in the chat, I will gladly answer his question now that I've done what I wanted to do. You all need to be patient when you're in the chat room, especially when I'm hosting the show. I don't deal with impatience. I don't deal with bullshit. I just don't, and I refuse to. So Virtue's Army, if you want to put your comment, your question back in there, I will be more than happy to answer it now. Please, by all means, put your question back up, and I will be more than happy to answer whatever it is you sent. Same with Caleb. Now, you could super chat and be a decent person, or, you can continue to bitch. It's really up to you. Anyway, yes, open mic night. No, CJ, I'm not talking about you. Don't worry, you're fine. No, I know your question, CJ, about wrestling fans. I don't know why people hate wrestling fans because it's the hip thing to do. Because we're an easy target. Because the misconception is we're all a bunch of fat slobs in our parents' basement, tweeting about how we could do wrestling better, book wrestling better than Eric Bischoff or Vince Russo or Vince McMahon or Triple H or whatever. And yeah, Glass Onion and Knives Out. No, I have not watched those yet on Netflix. I am behind on my binge count, right, JJ? So we'll see. By the way, I had one of these yesterday, or two of these yesterday, a smaller glass at the club for Lemmy, the anniversary of his passing. I can't believe it's been 7 years since Lemmy passed. That blows me away. It really is crazy that he's been gone that long. Anyway, all right, thank you. All right. Do I think WWE could run AEW out of business as they did WCW? Could we see a PLE at Disney? I don't think. See, the other misconception that goes around Virtue's Army is that WWE was trying to put WCW out of business in the first place. That was never their stated goal. Bischoff stated that it was the goal to run Vince McMahon out of business, and that was ultimately his undoing. I don't think WWE wants to run AEW out of business. I think AEW needs to just grow up and focus on their own stuff rather than try to compete with the established dominant force in the business. There is that. Well, Conan's an asshole, CJ, to be fair. He's just not very personable with the fans a lot of the times, and he comes off as an ass. So that's why I'm sure that's why that happened. As far as a premium live event at Disney, I think it could be a thing. I just don't know where on a Disney property it would be
like workable for a show. And what I mean by that is, other than maybe an arena the company owns already, like it would, like I wouldn't put a premium live event in the middle of Main Street, or at the MGM Studios like they used to have for Nitro. Like, I wouldn't book it that way. It would just seem off. So it's just yeah, I don't see it happening. Is the short answer. Yeah, Conan. I'm not denying that Conan had a lot of good takes this year, and he hasn't been wrong in a lot of what he said. I just don't like his attitude toward the fans a lot of the times, and that goes with anybody in wrestling. Some people just aren't grateful for what they've been given and blessed with in life because of wrestling. I am eternally grateful for my wrestling fandom allowing me to, do this for as long as I've been doing it, over 20 years now. Not successfully, not as a businessman, but as a great hobby. It's been fun as hell, and I'm looking forward to the future and hopefully starting to make a real go of it. But I'm realistic. That's why I work for the mess. And Disney's turning 100 this coming year. The company itself is celebrating 100 years of wonder starting in January. It's going to be fun to be part of that whole process with the company, and me being able to be a small part of it, yes, but a part of it is going to be a wonderful experience. Do I see Roman losing the title before Mania? No, I don't. I think he should, but I don't. I don't think it's going to be a thing. And yeah, I understand WWE works with ESPN and Disney owns ESPN. They're part of the magic, part of the bundle. My reaction if WWE booked Flair against Roman would be they would have to scrape me off the floor because I just fainted and cracked my head open because I fell so damn hard and fast. I can't ever foresee WWE booking a Flair versus Roman match anytime after now. Like, that's ridiculous. Let's see. Walt Disney must have a tear in his casket. I have not been. I know. Well, I know where I've been to Walt's where he's interred, so I mean, not bullshit. But I don't know. A lot of people say a lot of things about the company and the parks, and I don't disagree with a lot of it. As far as the pricing, as far as the some of the brand decisions, I will say that even I will admit my own self that I was ignorant when I stated that the company saying that they lost a lot of their ass during the shutdown was BS, because the numbers don't lie. The closure of the parks for 460 something days, whatever it was very, very bad on their ultimate bottom line. So they weren't lying. It was just there's other facets of the company that were making money. I have no desire to wrestle Jeff Jarrett. I love Jeff Jarrett, and he's a horseman. He was a horseman. I stand by that statement. Flair versus Sting one last time for the big gold belt. I don't want to see Rick wrestle anymore. I've given him more than one pass. My goodness. It was fun to be a part of that in WrestleMania 24. It was fun to be able to call it, right? But man, stop, Rick. Just be better, Just make better choices. That's really what it comes down to in life, is making better choices. I disagree, Torvik. I think Cody will be a better world champion than you're giving him credit for. Just have to give him a chance. Flair was too old 20 years ago, CJ, but he and Shawn had the match of the year, 15 years ago. So what do I know? Will Roman be a Hall of Fame 3 times? Himself, Shield, and Bloodline. I'll say yes. I think Roman in the Hall of Fame is definitely a thing. The Shield, because they're touted as the greatest faction in WWE history. So yes. And the Bloodline. I mean, they've been a dominant force for almost 2 complete years. So in a time where WWE needed a dominant force like that. So yeah, sure. Why not? I am so sorry. I'm coughing like crazy again. I'm talking too much. Like Virtue's Army said, I'm talking too much and not letting myself rest. So that way, this is water and emergency powder because this is vitamin C is so crucial when you're sick. Anyway, thank you all. That's really it. I just wanted to go over my goals for the year. Let's see. Turn away my words about Cody. Hey, like I said, I hope you do eat your words, and I like I said, I've Cody was hit and miss for me for a long time, and he really went out there and proved himself. So it is what it is. Excuse me. Anyway, thank you all again. Please tune in. I 99% sure Aaron's reviewing SmackDown tomorrow night, so check that out. And of course, we'll be on the air with Open Mic Night coming up. That'll be New Year's Eve. And again, we're covering all the things, all this stuff. Don't forget to vote over on Twitter for the headline of the year. What you guys, the viewers of the Jeff Meacham Network broadcast, think. Virtue's Army, my favorite technical match I ever saw on TV or live. Live would definitely be AJ Styles versus Christopher Daniels. Jason takes PWG, May 13th, 2006 or 2005, JJ. Help me out there, brother. Don't remember what year it was. It was one of those 2 years. I think it was 05. Excuse me. Hell, sip the Jack Daniels. Shit, why not? This camera focuses like a piece of shit. God, I'm sorry, guys. AJ Daniels definitely live on TV. Brett and Sean, WrestleMania 12. Definitely a thing. Favorite I ever saw on television or on pay-per-view or whatever you want to call it. Is Vince the greatest heel of all time? Wow, that's a loaded question. Off the top of my head, I'll say no. Greatest heel I ever saw was Roddy Piper. Let's see here. Yeah, okay. Oh, tomorrow. Yeah, SmackDown. God, SmackDown tomorrow with Cena. Cena's wrestling. I forgot all about that shit. Jeez. I would love if somebody I would love if John took the fall, but I don't think it's gonna happen. It has to be the catalyst to the start of the split, right? It's almost like, what else could it be, right? I'm looking forward to it, though. I really am. So, yeah, please tune in to SmackDown tomorrow night. I'm giving the company show like I give a shit. Watch back. Definitely watch Aaron's recap of it, and then tune in on Mike Night Saturday, where, again, we're starting at 8 o'clock Eastern, Pacific, 11 o'clock Eastern. Jesus Christ. And it's going to be awesome. We're going to have a good time. And then, of course, we're on every Saturday. And that's not the right graphic, so I'll take that down. Jesus. Thanks, guys. That's it. I'm all freaking cold medicated. That I'm too many damn Dayquils today because I'm feeling such shit. Rest up. Enjoy your week. We'll have a little bit of the bubbly on Saturday, and legitimately a little bit of bubbly over there. The bottle's ready to go. We're over. There's the kitchen. There we go. It's chilling. It's ready to go. It has to be Sami Zayn taking the fall tomorrow. That is the only way the split will start properly, is if Sami loses the match. And it'd be great if Kevin was the one to do it. Anyway, guys, have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow on No DQ for SmackDown review. Tomorrow on the Casa review for JJ's last Friday of 2022 and movie reviews. JJ, if you want to throw in the movie you're reviewing tomorrow, because I don't have it ready. If you guys missed his review of the Santa Claus's series season 1 finale, please go check it out over on the Casa Eating Studios channel. It's up there somewhere in the archives. If you're watching on the Casa channel, we appreciate that. SmackDown review tomorrow. JJ's review of, God, it's gonna bug me till I see it in front of me. What was the one the day before New Year's Eve? Son of a bitch. There we go. Very Merry Muppet Christmas movie. It's the Muppets version of It's a Wonderful Life. There we go. Thank you, JJ. That's tomorrow night. Again, tomorrow afternoon, I should say, 6 o'clock Eastern 3 Pacific. Talking about that. So much cool stuff coming up. And then January 1st, the reset button we all look out for. Neil in the Santa Claus was probably lost in the sweater vest aisle at Macy's. Be my guess. Anyway, guys, have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow on Saturday. And then Happy New Year. No DQ review January 1st after Open Mic Nights, New Year's Eve. Have a good night, guys.